Hi, my pickles. My name is Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto under 20. And I'm trying to keep the protein down too. So what does a girl do? Well, she just works that lose it to the best of its ability to keep it that way. Today I'm having an omelet without the eggs. See what I mean? And I'm going to put it on a bed of organic romaine chopped lettuce. So that sounds pretty good. It's got asparagus, roasted asparagus, and 2 tablespoons of Neuchâtel organic cheese. It's got 1 ounce of the maple raw unpasteurized shredded. Oh, I'm going to shred it. Cheese. It's a block, and avocado, and I think that's it on the bed of lettuce. So trying to keep it high fat but low protein and carb. And then for dinner tonight, crack slaw. It's Friday. It's either crack slaw or pizza around this house, I think. So I'm planning out the menu for next week. It's kind of fun, and we'll see how it all goes with the stores. I've been going through the flyers, and the more clean you eat, the more you realize that you're just kind of doing the same rotation of food. I don't know how it is for you, but that's how it is for me, and it works. I'm going to make roast organic pork. I'm using boneless pork chops, Nature's Promise, and so I'm going to kind of fry them up in coconut oil and roast them, like just to make them a little brown and crunchy. And I'm going to make a fried rice, except with cauliflower crumbles. And so that will be fun too, and I'll probably serve that on a bed of spinach or kale or romaine as well. Seeing I like the foundation of a green leafy with my meals. And thank you, Dr. Berg. And the romaine and the spinach are rather friendly with keto, and for some reason the kale is higher in carbs. But whatever, I have them all, and I will be replenishing them all. And so that's the deal today, along with a 9 a.m. haircut. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm in need. And so that's how my little keto boat is rolling here. And I've been watching Keto People, and one of them, Alvina Rain, I just tuned into for the first time, and I guess she's in a British magazine, and she's on the cover of the magazine too, about losing the weight, so that's kind of fun. So all I've seen so far is what she's having for breakfast, and then I decided to do this video to get it in the can, as it were. Stop me if you've heard this before. In the Northeast, it's in the 30s, and a storm is predicted for this weekend. And I guess it's not an April Fool's joke. It would be great if they all said that tomorrow on Saturday, April 1st. We were only kidding, but apparently they aren't. I don't think the Cape's going to get the worst of it, but I will change my nail polish today to purple for spring, just in case they need reminding. Isn't it funny? God. So I'm doing the usual switching up. I found that the 1 meal a day had me triggered and tingling all day long for that 1 meal. And so I'm back to my 2 meals, but I'm pushing the window of eating closer. I'm trying to stick to like having the first meal at 11, second meal at kind of 3, and that kind of does it. So there's a good 18, 19 hours in between feedings, and that suits me well. And in my second cup of coffee, I'm just having the heavy cream. I'm not having the heavy cream and the butter as the sacrifice. But I keep hearing keto people saying, you know, don't keep adding all those fats to your food. Look for them in the food. And so I'm trying that out. And there's just always tweaking and little adjustments that we make when we're on it, seeing what works. And I had my Friday weigh-in today, and I'm up 1 pound even, and I feel it. Isn't that funny when you can feel being up a pound? I don't know what's about that. I just have to trust and believe and trust the process that if I'm weighing every dang thing and measuring every dang thing, then the lose it does match what goes into my mouth. And so I'm just trusting that it's just one of those nature's fluctuations that older women have, and maybe even younger people have too, men and women. So that's my deal here. I love being keto-fied. I am not having desserts or sweets on my food plan. I keep my carbs under 20. I don't subtract the fiber carbs. So I'm sticking to 20 real carbs, and it just works for me. You know, I don't need to trigger my addict or start thinking that there's a lot of wiggle room and things like that. On Saturday night, when we have our organic grass-fed steak on the big green egg, don't you know, I have asparagus, cauliflower crumbles, and Brussels sprouts. And sometimes I get all the way up to 21 carbs with that because it's my treat. I gave up the baked potato. What more can I give up? And so we have those on Saturday night. And I guess it's my treat of the week to have those Brussels sprouts cooked on the big green egg in a cast iron pot. It doesn't get better than that. So today is seeing what the stores have, and I've already read 2 of the 3 flyers. The Faraway Market is for Sunday morning, and we'll do that. And that's where they have the best selection of the organic meats. It's Market Basket. And because they aren't beholden to Nature's Promise or Open Nature like Shaw's and Stop and Shop are, they have more varieties of the grass-fed, pasture-raised beef to choose from. And then I end up getting Nature's Promise pork at Shaw's. And then the chicken is Coleman's, usually organic, and then other ones. When I get the wings, I don't think they're as healthy, the drumettes, as they call them. Yeah, so putting together my food menu, cauliflower pork fried rice, wild organic caught salmon, pizza, fathead pizza on Friday. There's always the grass-fed burger patties cooked in the cast iron skillet on a bed of spinach, kale, or romaine with bacon, avocado, and a slice of cheese, minimally processed cheese. And so that could be my week's worth of food. Maybe a crack slaw, throw that in too. That's if I can find the organic slaw. It's always a question mark on my shopping list. How are you doing with your keto choices? Do you ever try a new recipe and say, hey, that works? So I'm hoping the pork fried rice one works. I have to get some rice vinegar. I don't even have any in the household. So it says it's the best fried rice ever, except I'm using cauli crumbles. So yeah, do you ever try a new recipe and say, that's a hit, I'm fitting it in? And how are you doing? Are you 1 meal a day? Are you 2 meals a day? Are you 3 meals a day? How are you with that? You know, I think because I'm a food addict, all the sage doctor's advice and everything gets kind of thrown out because I'm always coping and dealing and managing my addict. It's not something that just goes away. I know some of my nearest and dearest here, as well as those that I don't know except for their comments, don't experience hunger, and I do, and so it's always with me. And so I just manage it the best I can. And so having that 2 meals in that 5-hour window really seems to help. I look forward to it. I look forward to the first one, and then I know the second one is on the heels of it. After that, I have a lemon water with magnesium for night cramps and good sleep, and I also have a Poland Springs water. So that's how I close out my day. But this week I've been enjoying those. And if that pesky pound is from having 2 meals a day as opposed to the 1 from last week, oh well. But it seems to me more like a fluctuation out there with the planets and all that kind of good stuff, and the storm coming and the blah, 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 blah. So, haircut coming, that's all I can tell you. Lavender nails, that's all I can tell you. Sometimes we do what we do when it's in the 30s every day with blustery wind and no sunshine. Please stop. Make it an April Fool's joke. Thanks so much for listening. This has been Sarah, Pearls of Wisdom and Food with Keto Under 20. Keep on doing the do, because it does work. Bye-bye for now.